Today, the Elite Rampa Indoor Trainer, the new smart trainer from Elite. One of the trainers we saw over in Eurobike a few weeks back, which is Elite's answer to the Kicker Snap. It's a tire-on trainer. Maximum wattage reported here is 800 watts at 35 k's an hour, with a maximum slope of 10%. That's how the name comes about. The word Rampa means slope or gradient, I guess it is. I've been looking forward to these trainers, so today, finally, let's have a look at what's inside the box. I haven't opened this box yet, so we'll go totally from scratch. Look, I'm not going to cover the entire spec sheet of this. I'll link below to the Elite website. There's a ton of reviews out there already covering the technology behind this thing. But what's it like to actually open the box, have the parts fall on the floor, put it together, and have a ride? Let's go with that today. If you're going to be shipping one of these around, it's handy to know how heavy the box actually is. So I've got a set of scales. I'm just about to put this on. Okay, the box itself with everything included, 16.5 kilograms. So not a lightweight in anyone's books, but it's not as heavy as a few of the other smart trainers we know. Let's get to unboxing it. Just a quick overview of the box before we get started on the unboxing of the whole thing. 1 month free Zwift inside, fantastic. Comes with a USB ant stick, fantastic. So straight out of the box, we should be able to get up and running. Okay, everything seems to be nicely packed inside the box. All our goodies down in here somewhere. Let's pull some of those out first. Here we go. That's one part. Before they fall everywhere. Nothing in there, nothing in there. There's our boxes hidden away inside, so it's all neatly packed. One month free Zwift. There's a code on the back here. I'll give it away in the comments below. Go nuts. Oh, it'll go pretty quick too. So if you miss out after the first few weeks, sorry. Okay, just general manuals and things in the box. What have we got? I went through all the manuals online last night, so I was familiar with what I'm seeing. Still nowhere near as fun as throwing the manuals away and giving it a shot myself, but I think I know what I'm doing. Let's get into it. Real video, design performance, perfecting. Okay, there's a few manuals here. That's everything from the box for now, so we'll put that aside. Let's have a look what's in here. We'll go smallest box first. Hello, here we go. Right. USB key. Thank you, Elite, for including that. Brilliant. We have the power cable. Oh, Australian power cable. Thank you. What's in this mysterious box? This is going to be... Oh, it's no mystery at all. It's the power source. Rated at 12 volts, 2 amps. We'll stick that on the power meter, or the actual wattage meter soon. Aha! This is an interesting one. Let me explain this one. This is a grounding cable. There's a buildup of static. There can be a buildup of static on these trainers. So they've actually included a grounding cable to stop any, I guess, buildup of static, which may interfere with the signal. There's a first. First smart trainer company to include a grounding cable with their trainers. All the required tools, fantastic. Let's get those open. Don't quite know where they're going to go yet, but that's all we'll need. Okay, let's get the doco out of the way. We have some chamois cream. There's a bit of value add, thank you, Elite, for a bit of chamois cream. I'll put that with the documentation so we're not confused. Boxes. We have a skewer included. Nice, strong steel skewer. Thank you again, Elite, for that's another value add there. You don't want to be using a nice light titanium skewer. You want a nice strong skewer, especially for the lock-in tire ones as well. For these clamps are pretty sturdy, so you want a strong skewer. That'll do the job just nicely. Okay, we have more documentation crammed in here. We have some free 12-month subscription, a booklet on how to use the USB stick. Thank you very much, Elite. Okay, put that in the docker. We have a code for 12 months of e-training. Thank you, Elite. We have parts guide. Okay. Oh, the box is a bit crammed. The documentation in the box a little hard. And there we go. There's the full manual. That looks pretty comprehensive. With Italian being the first language in the manual, that's pretty cute. There's 3.8 kilos of the flywheel, resistance unit, and all the computer. That's all the smarts in there, so 3.8 kilos. So the flywheel itself, probably, I guess most of that side's pretty light. All right, let's soldier on. Nothing else in the box. So it's very well packed, which is good. Wheels we could set this to. So we're at stage, we've put the base unit on, which we've got here, all good. That's now on, bolted in. So we're here. Now we've got to bolt the resistance unit on, so this one here, there's two settings. Now it can either go to 5 or 6. Now if anyone can tell me the difference between those two, I'd really appreciate it right about now. Okay, I found it within a few pages. So a few pages later, I've found exactly the holes we need to go into. So we need 24 to 26 front pair of holes for wheels greater than 28 inches. Bicycles wheels larger than 20 inches to operate the frame, yada yada. Okay, so figure 5 is what we're after, thanks to the further instructions down the line there. The holes closer to the front of the unit. So we're looking at these holes here, and where these two bolts go into here. So those two into the front bolts. Let's get that done. Okay, so bolts in there, and in there, I'll tighten those up. The clamping mechanism on these has always been pretty sturdy. So here's what we've got. It's one big cam lock-in action, and you screw that in or out just to make some refinements there. That one stays where it is, and that'll move in and out based on you twisting it. So I'll twist it all the way out for now. One thing of note in regard to data transmission on this unit is it will be either Bluetooth or ANT. It won't be both. Some units will do both, happily. They do have a bit of crosstalk as well. If you pair them both, there's some confusion there. So this may be a way for Elite to stop any of that, but it will only go Bluetooth or ANT. When you first turn it on, it's the transmission protocol that's used first. The other one will shut down. So if you connect via ANT, it'll use ANT. If you connect via Bluetooth first, it'll be via Bluetooth. So if you're having any issues either or, turn the machine off, turn it back on and make sure nothing else connects to it, and connect via the protocol of your choice. It's pretty sturdy. Those with a keen eye who follow the channel may see my new giant behind here that I've already built up. That's got a stages power meter on it that I'm working through a few issues with. So we'll be using my S-Works that has a quark on it that I know is spot on. Let's get that hooked up and this system powered up. I thought I messed it up quite badly, actually, but it's just that this needs to be turned a lot to screw in. Now, here we go. So we're in action. So according to the manual, the tyre has to be between 100 and 115 PSI. We're on 105 today, so we should be in the ballpark there with a 23mm tyre on the back. The trick is to screw this knob here until it's just touching the tyre, and then moving this from the open to the closed position. And that should be optimal. That's it. So bike's locked in. Again, you can twist this. If your bike has any rocking whatsoever on here, turn this while the cam's open and the bike's off, and you're right, but we're on. Now, one thing I can tell straight away, so I've jumped on to make sure it's all working and the wheel spins. There is a lot of inertia there. For an on-wheel trainer, it takes a long time for the wheel to spin down. That's a good thing. So I'm looking forward to this. Now it's time to plug it in. See if we can connect to it via the utilities. Now I'd expect the power cord to be on the back here, but it's actually over the top in there, which is, oh, hang on. Look what I found. Much needed. The cable actually hooks up under here, so it'll avoid any pullouts on those. So you can actually, they're all across this. Look at that. There's no pullout once everything's hooked up under there. I'd still prefer it probably back here, but for whatever reason, it's over here with the cable coming under and hooked in nice and tight. Okay. Rampa. Okay, we'll connect via Bluetooth for now. It's found my trainer, fantastic. Select the trainer itself, okay. So to summarize the build process, read the instructions first. A number of tools are included. The instructions they're visual instructions, so they're pretty good. But yeah, it was just that trick of exactly where the wheel had to go on those front mounts. So my tip for that one, read the manuals, do it slowly, do it properly once, and you won't have to do it again. Hopefully me running through that might help you out a little bit. The next thing is, it's time to Zwift. Let's go. Okay, everything just booted up fine. I've plugged everything in, I've got the bike on. I'm still in my jeans and work shoes, so I'll change into kit and give this a run for its money, but everything paired on Zwift. We've got motion, we've got estimated cadence. Now, two things of note here. Now, this system isn't an ergometer. It's not going to actually measure the power you're doing. It's going to estimate the power you're doing based on the calculations. So it'll be close. We'll see how close that is in a minute. And also the cadence isn't spot on, but it will be close again. So how close are they? Let's have a go. The power is the one that's important to me and important for racing things like Zwift. One thing to note straight away is the roll down on this is fantastic. There's a lot of inertia in the rear wheel. So what that means is if you back off just a little bit, like out in the road, if you're going flat out and you just need that 5-second rest, you'll still be on top of the gear when you start pedaling again, or start sort of, if you go from 300 watts down to 250 for a few seconds and then back up. It doesn't take a lot of oomph to get that spinning wheel going again. Same thing on here. There's a lot of inertia that's carried, which is really different to a lot of wheel-on trainers. Good stuff so far. Let's keep going.